Hi, in this slide, this is an example of what I call a year-over-year delta, that means difference, in the net profit of an account. And so this is an abridged version. What I've done is taken a distributor's actual numbers, and they've got roughly 2,000 total accounts. So the grand total of operating income that they had in 2011 was 637. The grand total that they had in 12 was $1,000,002, so they had a delta improvement of about 600,000. Now, if you go look at the number one account at the top of the report, here's somebody that did $5,300 in net profit 2 years ago, 34,000 last year, so the difference is 29,000. This is the column that ranks everybody right here. In the next one, you'll notice that it's not a net profit, it's a net loss reduction story. So by going from a loss of 37,000 to a loss of only 14,000, that's still a net gain of 22,800. That's good because in theory, where are we going to get the capacity to take care of this extra volume of business, assuming volume actually did go up to some degree to get that. We didn't just like raise prices and change terms. Well, by getting consolidation of activity costs here, that freed up energy to take care of number one. So we're not adding more people, and yet look what's happening to the delta PBIT per warm body on the payroll. Now down at spot 18, we have somebody who's done $1,000 in net profit. So let's say that they do $20,000 in sales. We can get a 5% return on sales to the operating profit line. And a $20,000 account on annual sales is about the threshold that we need, that or more, to support outside sales reps. When we fall below that, we cannot afford to have a very expensive rep go out and make a face-to-face call a dozen times a year, some critical mass of minimum calls to have a personal and business consulting insight relationship credibility with the customer. So you kind of have to have a certain amount of volume to support a guy, or you can't. That's just the way it is. So they've gone from 1 to 3, and who are these guys? They're kind of small. We may know who this guy is. I mean, he's obviously very big, but this guy is only 1/10 the size in net profit. And so what's the story? Let's go check out. Maybe this is an emerging gazelle. Then we go to the bottom of the report, and we find out that some guy did this much. And man, did they fall out of bed, or did we lose all the business to someone else? What happened? How are we off 37,000? Ditto for these bottom three guys. Now, normally when I first show this kind of report to a distributor, because they've moved to a line item profit analytics service and now have all these meta reports available to them, I ask, what are the specific stories behind these guys? I mean, they just look at the financials. Everyone's going, hey, business is good. We double profits over last year. Really? Let's go down to the customer-centric level. And what are the specific reasons that this guy went up? Nobody knows. What are specific reasons these guys went up? Nobody knows. But if we did know them, and if proactively all next year we were doing 5-5-5 team-focused selling on important guys, at the end of next year, we'd have a lot more ups and fewer downs. We'd be making a lot more luck, and this number would be a lot bigger and better than it might be. And of course, we're also looking for these gazelles. Let's see here. So that's enough for this slide. Let's move on and talk a little bit about if I find a gazelle, a potential gazelle, how do I specifically score them to decide really they have the potential to get bigger faster on a sustainable, profitable basis. So we'll look at the kinetic change scorecard next. Thank you.